Okay, so we're starting our last round of sheets before the summer, and then you will officially be a middle schooler. I cannot believe it. Okay, well, let's get started so we can get this over with, shall we? Number one, by the way, I'm not including any IXL skill codes for any of these because we are repeating. Anytime we get to a Monday page, we're repeating the same skills that were covered in the last set. So in the set 14 pages. So if you want to go back and look at those IXL skill codes, you can. Okay, number one, we need to put these numbers in order. Actually, we need to compare them with a symbol. So we're just going to take these numbers and put them down here to be able to line them up so that we can compare them. So we're not putting them in any particular order. We're just copying them down as they give them to us. And then we are going to compare them. Now, obviously, you've got a missing spot here, so you need to fill that in with a 0. Then you're going to cover this up, and you're going to compare only these first two, decide who gets the 2 cookies, and put the 2 cookies on the dinner plate next to the bigger number, okay? So that puts the correct symbol inside the dinner plate. Then you're going to cover up the top number, and you're going to compare the bottom 2 numbers. All right, so you can handle that on your own. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 says Brianna had 36 t-shirts. Half of the t-shirts were red. Of the remaining half, 8 were yellow. And the rest were green. So we're going to need to draw a picture to know what fraction of the shirts were green. Okay, so we're going to draw, let's just draw 36 circles to signify the 36 t-shirts. Okay, I think I'm going to do them in groups of 12 because that'll be easier. Or we could do, let's do groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to keep going. 6 times 6 is 36. That's what I'm doing. I'm just making a square. Okay, so I have 6 rows and 6 in each row. 6 times 6, that's the 36 t-shirts. Now it says half of the t-shirts were red. So we need to split this group in half. You can split this group in half this way, or you can split the group in half this way. Half of the t-shirts are red. So if you wanted to, you could take a red crayon and you could color in the ones that were red. So you need to cut it in half with a line first. Now it says of the remaining half, that means the ones that are not red. So if you choose to make this top half red, that means this bottom half of the remaining half, that would be these down here. The remaining half, 8 of them were yellow. So you would color 8 of these yellow. And the rest were green. So you would color the rest green. Remember, all of these in the top half, they were red. So now you just have to come up with a fraction of the shirts that were green. Yes? And remember, once you write your fraction, that would be this many out of the 36 shirts are green. Yes? So you've got to fill in this top number. Remember to simplify your answer. So you take your multiplication chart, you find whatever this number is over 36 somewhere in here, and you slide it across to, remember, you slide across to simplify. So don't forget to do that. Simplify your answer. All right, number 3, complete the t-chart using factor pairs, which means we're factoring. So this is the times sign in the middle. 1 times 54 equals 54. Then you're going to try to do other numbers. So you're going to try 2, you're going to try 3, you're going to try 4, etc. If you can come up with more ways to make the 54, it is composite. If the only way you can make 54 is 1 times 54, then it is prime. You need to finish this, and then you need to circle prime or composite, or you can write the word prime or composite down here on this line. Okay, problem number 4. area of the bottom layer, perimeter of the bottom layer, and then volume of the whole shape. Remember, this says bottom layer. We've done this one before, just a different shape figure. So area is length times width of just the bottom layer. So looking at this bottom layer, the length and the width, length times width. So tell me what the area is of the bottom layer. Perimeter of the bottom layer. This is not the whole shape, just the bottom. Perimeter means all of the outside edges. So this side plus that side plus that side plus this side of the bottom layer. So length plus width plus length plus width, okay? Volume formula. Volume of the entire shape. How many of these little cubes could you fill this entire box with? That's length times width times height. So figure out you've already figured out your length and your width up here in the area problem. So now you just have to figure out what the height is. Well, that would be how high is the box. It is 1, 2, 3 layers high. So whatever your length was, whatever your width was, times your height, which is 3 layers. Tell me what your volume is for the whole shape. All right. What points are at the following coordinates? So let's go through each one because, you know, we've been finding type errors on these sheets. So let's just see if this one is correct. We want to go to 1 1/2. So 1 and halfway. That's the x coordinate. Remember x and then y. So 1 1/2 is right here. Then we want to go up 1 1/2. So we go up 1 1/2. And do you see? That's a type error because this point B should be right here. It should be right there. 1 1/2. So this problem right here is wrong. Point B should be up here. So I want you to post it and I want you to put whatever letter with it you want. And look, they've done 2 B's as well again. So cross this one out. This one is wrong. Let this one be point B. Use a different letter for this one. So you have point U, point C, and then you need to come up with a point for this one. That one was wrong. Okay, now 3 is the X and 1 1/2 is the Y. So we're going to start at 0 and go 1, 2, 3 for the X. Then we're going to go up 1 1/2 for the Y. That point is legit. Put the point right there. Is it C, B, U, or whatever you come up with for this one? Then this one is 1 for the X and then 4 1/2 for the Y. 1, 2, 3, 4 1/2, and that one is correct. So put the letter of that point right there. Okay. Plot the points shown in the table. That should be an N for shown in the table. So you're going to start with this first point, which is an X of 1 and a Y of 10. Okay, that's our first point. That one's been done for you. Okay, so all you have to do is go back and do the rest on your own. All right, that's it for that sheet.